Hello, hello, and welcome. So, welcome to the Evorich presentation 2020. So, please accept my wishes for an amazing new year. So, happy new year. I hope you've had an amazing break, and let's see who is in the room this evening. So, we've got Klaus, we've got Godfried, we've got Jorgen, we've got Morgans, we've got Pekka, we've got Reg, we've got Selvamala, and we have Sydney. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Could you all put a bunch of 8s in the chat if you had an amazing Christmas period and an amazing New Year? Type a 1 to 10 in the chat for how amazing and how restful your break was. And okay, wicked. Thank you very much. Also, please tell me, where in the world are you from? So Jorgen has already said that you're from Denmark. So I'd love to know where you're from. I'm from the UK, from Peterborough. Mogans is also from Denmark. I hope that I'm pronouncing your names well. Oh, Klaus, also from Denmark. So lots of Denmark people, amazing. And we have South Africa on the call as well, from Sydney, County Down in Ireland from Reg, and also a fellow UK person from Guildford. Okay, wicked, thank you very much. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do this presentation. It's a brand new presentation, so please bear with me. Here we go. So Evorich presentation. What is Evorich? And well, first of all, who am I? My name is Mo Rahman, and I am a local leader for this company in the UK. I'm a consultant, and I have done various of our trainings within the company, including the Master Profi, the Marathon 260, and our Go Pro trainings, which is happening right now. I'm an international speaker, private investor, and an entrepreneur. And, you know, I'm coming from probably a fairly similar background to many of you watching this. So in my case, this won't be the same for everyone, but I had a reasonably comfortable upbringing, and I went to university. I studied astrophysics, and then that led me into a career. And my career, in my case, was I was a data analyst, in my case, working in the UK public sector. Now that led me just basically to mid-career, into my mid-30s, and I was basically really massively depressed by the middle of my career. Everyone put a bunch of 8s in the chat if you recognize this story. So you were educated, you went to school, you went to university, and then you got a career, and then you realize that you're not making enough money, and actually you don't want to do this job for the rest of your life. Put a whole bunch of 8s in the chat if you agree with me, okay? So Muggins gets it, Klaus gets it, right? I know that I get it. Anyone else get it? Yep, Silvalmala, I get you. So exactly. So this was a wake-up call for me, and I realized, you know what? I need to change my life. I need to do something different. And that led me onto a path of personal development. So we're going to talk a lot about personal development and self-development. Everyone put a Y in the chat if you are interested in, if you work on yourself and you do personal development, but put an N in the chat if you don't. I'd love to know. So put a Y in the chat if you like personal development, put an N in the chat if not, okay? So I basically did a whole bunch of personal development. By now, I'm an NLP master practitioner and a master hypnotist and a coach. And then I realized that actually, you know what? I don't actually make any money. I don't like being a broke coach. I'd love to know, type broke coach if you've ever been in a position where you've done a lot of coaching and you've decided that you're going to try and become a coach, but actually, you know what? There's no one to coach except for other broke coaches, okay? Some of you might not know about this, but anyway, I realized that what I really wanted to do was I wanted to learn how to make money independently rather than necessarily becoming a coach. So then I started doing wealth training. And so I've worked with a lot of different companies to learn about wealth. But then I discovered our company, Evorich, and I'm going to tell you about one of our brands coming up in the presentation. And by this point, I have also authored my own book, Is This Powered by the Universe? So that's a little bit about me. So let's continue. So wicked. So today, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about today's reality in the world. We're going to talk about the Evorich ecosystem. We're going to talk about our multi-level crowd investing thing. We're going to talk about our new economic evolution of the world. And we're also going to show you some steps to your success. And then we're probably going to share some news and Q&A if there's time at the end. Okay. So without further ado, let's continue. What is happening in today's world? Well, there are many, many different issues that are plaguing the world today. Everyone put a 2020 in the chat if you understand that 2020 was quite an exceptional year in your lifetime. And by exceptional, I don't necessarily mean good. I just mean it stands apart from every other year in your life. Okay. So, you know, for many people, 2020 was a really, really bad year. But for some people, it's actually been quite a good year. So just type 2020 in the chat if you agree with me that 2020 was a pretty unique year. And that would be awesome. Thank you. So tell me if you recognize this, okay? Put a Y in the chat at any time. So basically, there is a high unemployment rate, which is leading to more people becoming jobless. People have more increased financial stress. And actually, you know what? Their problems are only going to escalate from here. Similarly, people are under a lot of stress and they have a lot of fear. And that is just leading to people having health problems and stress-related health problems. And this is increasing in the population. And then similarly, people are demotivated, and that's just, you know, it's potentially leading to like breaking families, breaking relationships. Wow, so many people are trapped at home, working from home with their families. They've never spent so much time with their families. Can you imagine? Cooped up in a house. And then there's a lot of uncertainty about the future. And of course, this is going to lead to potentially increased crime. And isn't it interesting that we have a little icon with a man with a mask on him? Everyone put a Y in the chat if you can understand that this is kind of a picture of the world, which it's a fairly real picture of what is kind of happening in the world. Put a Y in the chat if you agree. Okay. So we have the solution. We have the answer to these challenges. Okay. So Evorich, what is Evorich? Evorich is a marketing platform which offers a unique business model and exclusive project participation opportunities to help millions of people all over the world to become financially independent and free. Okay. Our headquarters are based in the United States, and we have 750,000 active partners worldwide. We operate in 12 different languages, and we have over, well, we're coming up on 1.5 million registered users. Okay, we have more than 10 unique brands in the Evorich ecosystem. So these are some of our brands. Our ecosystem basically works within, we've got a legal consultancy, our ILC. We have UGain, which is a well, it's a really, really awesome brand for small to medium businesses and enterprises. We'll talk more about that coming up. We've got our UGPay holding company, which is a Swiss company, Swiss registered company, has rights to list our World Crew security token. We have our EduCafe, which is going to be a modern dine-in and takeaway restaurant and an educational cafe. We have our digital doubles software, which is poised to disrupt the social media marketing industry. And of course, we have our Academy of the Private Investor, which is kind of where it all started for many of us. Everyone type API in the chat if you know what the Academy of the Private Investor is. And for those of you that don't know what the Academy of the Private Investor is, we're about to talk about that. So let's talk about some of our projects. So our main company where it all started is the Academy of the Private Investor. And what we offer is courses based on the knowledge and experience from our amazing, illustrious CEO. He basically teaches investing, the science of investing, the science of how to manage your money so that it will grow and grow and grow, and that your cash flow will grow and grow and grow. And so what we stand for is to increase financial and investment literacy around the world. And we open everyone to the concept of financial freedom. So we don't just cater for people with money, we are accessible to the poorest people, okay? Everyone can become financially free from where they are, okay? So we provide an opportunity also to apply these knowledge and skills in practice, and we can guide you to make your wildest dreams come true. We bring people together is the long and short of it. I'll talk more about that, but let's go on to the next project. So the next project we'll talk about is UGain, which is a digital platform for small to medium businesses, as well as shopping and entertainment centers and networks. And it brings together both the businesses, the entrepreneurs, and the customers, the consumers, okay? So how does this work? So what we have is on the business side, basically it's an app. It's an app that can work on the smartphone, but it also ties in with the business's systems as well. For the business, it can increase the customer base, reduce advertising costs, and it helps to improve customer service. It increases the number of repeat purchases from customers, and it's available worldwide. And it is a turnkey solution to automate customer acquisition and retention. So it can replace a whole bunch of systems for businesses for a one-off price that is very, very small, rather than a subscription. And for the consumer, so it's a lot cheaper for the business, but for the consumers, the customers, they can use it to help budget and to properly manage their personal finances. And also they can access discounts and savings at the best locations and the best businesses in the city. And this is the kicker, right? This is awesome. For both the businesses and the customers, they can each access 4 different types of additional passive income, okay? Passive income that does not depend on personal effort. So this leads us to our slogan, which is you gain with no pain, okay? Everyone type UGain if you like the sound of UGain, okay? Just type UGain in the chat. That would be awesome. Okay, thank you. So the third project we'll talk about is our UGPay group. So UGPay is our holding company, which is registered with the United States Security and Exchanges Commission. The UGPay group itself is incorporated in the state of Switzerland, and it offers access to our crypto unit global portfolio. Now, everyone type crew in the chat if you know what the crew is, and type question mark in the chat if you don't know what the crew is, okay? But you're going to find out what the crew is from the person that brought you to this company. But in short, we have, using the knowledge that we have been, that we teach in the Academy of the Private Investor, we have actually created our own financial instrument, which is a security token, which is this crypto unit. And we have also registered the UGPay Group as a holding company, and we have grown our global portfolio, and it has some really amazing results, but I won't tell you I can't go into what the results are. The person that brought you to this meeting can tell you a little bit more about the results, or you can set up a private call with them and maybe they're applying. But by now, our portfolio, it has gold in it. It's got about 5 gold mines. It has a disruptive technology for the transport industry, and also the basalt fiber production, which is going to be able to disrupt the construction industry and also even the plastics industry. And there are so many different applications for basalt fiber. Basically anything you can do with carbon fiber, you can replace with basalt fiber pretty much. We are in the diamond production industry. In case you're not aware, it's very difficult to ensure that natural diamonds are not blood diamonds. Whereas with an artificial diamond production facility and artificial diamonds, you can be absolutely 100% sure that your diamond is not a blood diamond. But diamonds, not only will they be used are they used for jewelry, but we can do diamond hardened tools for mining, and diamonds have applications all over, even in space applications as well. Of course, we've got the Academy of the Private Investor. We have movie companies. One of our movie companies is actually ready to release a film. We have real estate, and we're building apartments in luxury apartments in the Krasnodar region in the Crimea. And then we have stocks, and we've got cryptos and the usual things as well. So the global investment portfolio is available to private and corporate investors through the purchase of our World Crew security tokens. And each token is equal to 1 share of the global portfolio. And for more information, you can look at our white paper. But everyone put a whole bunch of 8s in the chat if this excites you, okay? Because I know that this is really exciting. We're all really excited about this in our company. So without further ado, let's go on. So Evorich offers a unique business model which allows anyone to be a part of the ecosystem and to earn from it. Okay. So how do you earn from our Evorich ecosystem? Welcome to multi-level crowd investing. Everyone type MLCI in the chat for multi-level crowd investing. Okay. So multi-level crowd investing brings together 3 different niches, the best of 3 different niches. So the first one is the product niche, and then you've got the business niche and the investment niche. So taking each one by one, the product niche. So basically with our portfolio and with the projects that we get involved with, you have access to the best products and services in the network, and also access to workshops and trainings. And there are multiple offers and exclusive promotions that are available through our various different brands, and basically through Evorich and through this organization. The second niche is the business niche. Basically, you can be your own boss and work from home. Put an 8 in the chat if you would like to be your own boss and work from home. Put an 8 in the chat if you would like to unlimited earning potential and from multiple income streams. Put an 8 in the chat if it is great to be flexible with your hours, and if you would like to build a global organization from the comfort of your own home. Put an 8 in the chat if you would love to be involved with a business that you can start with only $10. How many things are there out there that you can start with $10 and just not that much risk, right? And put an 8 in the chat if also you'd love to benefit from continued support and trainings, and to be constantly personally developing yourself. Okay. Put an 8 in the chat if you want to be financially free and have less stress in your life, and if you want to realize your dreams. Okay. So that's the business niche. But here's the thing, we also offer the investment niche. So the investment niche, this is different. This is what really sets us apart. Okay. Basically, as you have seen, our projects are diversified across many different segments. We have many different instruments in different segments, and it is fully transparent because we use blockchain technology. So our crypto unit, it will be fully transparent. It is regulated and secure because our portfolio and our UGPay Group holding company is registered with the United States SEC. Okay. The assets that we have designed, this World Crypto Unit and the global portfolio, this thing is going to offer massive, massive capital growth and capitalization. And it uses all of the strategies that we teach in the Academy of the Private Investor. Everyone put an 8 in the chat if this is sounding exciting. Okay. Put an 8 in the chat again if you want to benefit from multiple income streams, because man, we're gonna make loads of money from multiple income streams that are going to give us financial freedom and a lot less stress. Put an 8 in the chat if you could benefit from this in the future. Of course you could. Put an 8 in the chat if you wish to realize your dreams rather than kiss goodbye to your dreams, which I think a lot of people did in 2020. Okay. Put an 8 in the chat if you're feeling good about this company. Okay. Thank you for your interaction, by the way, guys. Thank you so much. It's really it gives me a lot of energy. So let's put all of this stuff into practice. Remember, we have the product niche, the business niche, and the investment niche. So this is our Edu Cafe. So imagine this. Imagine you have a business meeting that you want to give. I don't know, just a business meeting. You want to take someone for a coffee and do business. Okay. And then you can visit one of our Edu Cafes and you can get your coffee, you can get your cake, you can get, you know, whatever other things that you buy at a coffee shop. and then you conduct your business meeting. Now, you have shown up to the Edu Cafe and you have bought products. But here's the thing, what if your business is basically our business, and our business, part of the global portfolio, which basically the co-ownership part, is the Edu Cafe that you've just bought this product from, that you're conducting a business in. And you get to say to the person opposite the table, well, guess what? As well as we've just bought this coffee and these cakes and this food, I also get a share of the profits that are generated from this sale. Isn't that awesome? And also, this Edu Cafe is going to provide meeting rooms, a place where you can actually hold meetings and hold seminars and events. And of course, the catering is already there because it's an Edu Cafe. So please put a bunch of 8s in the chat if you think this is pretty awesome. Okay. It's a really cool concept. We're really proud of this concept. And we are already rolling this out, mostly in Kazakhstan at the moment, but this will be rolled out all over the world. Next. Okay, so why are we doing this? So first of all, let me just ask, put an 8 in the chat if you think that this ecosystem, this Evorich set of projects and our company is sounding fascinating. Put an 8 in the chat. Put an 8 in the chat if you'd like to know what drives us. Okay. because that's what we're about to talk about now. This is our philosophy, our why, and it's called a new economic evolution of the world. Everyone type new in the chat with and spell it with a double E, okay? So, and in fact, I will do that as well, okay? NEEW, exactly, okay? So, our new economic evolution of the world, it stands for global wealth distribution and an opportunity to become financially free and also help others to become financially free to add value to the community. And we basically stand to create a more progressive and like-minded society. So what does that actually mean? So think about this, okay? Could you imagine if you didn't have to worry about how you're going to pay for the roof over your head or for the food on the table to feed you and your family, and you don't have to worry about how you're going to pay the bills to heat your home, to, you know, for your water and your electricity, and you don't have to worry about how you're going to put fuel in the car or pay to get around. Could you imagine you don't have to worry about the very basic necessities in life? What would you do? And in fact, type in the chat, what would you do? Now, for many of you, you might think, well, okay, you know, I've got the basics covered, but I don't have any more. Well, that's fine. Let's say that the passive income that you're making is actually so much more than just the basics. So now you're able to actually go on holiday. Where would you go? Maybe the Bahamas. Maybe you'd go to Bali. Maybe you'd go to Australia. Maybe you'd go to, I don't know, you could go anywhere. But then what would you do when you got bored on holiday and you've got all this passive income? What would you do? I would guess that eventually you would probably think, well, I'm going to contribute to the world. Okay. So everyone put a bunch of 8s in the chat if you're following me, right? So you've got this abundance of cash flow in your life that means that you don't have to worry about money ever again. You would contribute to the world, would you not? Okay, put a bunch of 8s in the chat if you would build, I don't know, school projects in Africa or something, or if you would, like, you know, I don't know what you would do, right? Put a bunch of 8s in the chat if you've got amazing plans for what you want to do, you know, to help the world. Okay, so guess what? We want to create 1 billion people to be in this position where they're able to just contribute to the world. And could you imagine a significant proportion of the world, that is 1/8 of the population of the planet, are in this position where they don't have to worry about money and they can just contribute and connect and spread good energy. Guys, put an 8 in the chat if this feels good, okay? Because that is what is on offer with our company, with Evorich, and we are absolutely going places, especially this year. Man, we are so excited. Okay, so to sum up, basically, an Evorich partnership will provide this: access to the entire ecosystem and all of our brands. Okay, you'll get the ability to use the unique model of MLCI and create multiple income streams for yourself, but also for all the people below you as well. You will be able to get exclusive training programs and mentoring sessions, and basically constant personal development and personal growth. Okay, the ability to create assets for you that you can will to your family. You can create an empire today in 2021 following the crazy year of 2020. Okay, and you get to join a very quickly growing community of progressive and like-minded people. Put a whole bunch of 8s in the chat if this is really exciting. Okay, put a whole bunch of 8s in the chat. Okay, I want to see it flooded, right? I'll stick some. There you go. So this is what you do next. You get back to the person who invited you into the system to this meeting. Okay, you can register for free. Okay, everyone type a 0 in the chat for free, because that is how much, that is how much it costs to register. Okay, I don't know how to go back. Okay, wow, the buttons don't work. That's really cool. I'm so sorry. But the point is, you can register for free. Okay, and you can then select the thing that you are most excited about. Maybe it is our digital doubles project. Maybe it's our U-Gain project. But you can choose to specialize in 1 or 2 things. Okay, and then plug in. Keep attending the trainings and the workshops. Keep attending the trainings and the workshops like tonight, but also we have workshops all the time. Some of you that are already in our company, you came to our first Go Pro mentoring session this morning, and type GP in the chat if you were there and you are so absolutely excited by that. Okay, we did some really amazing things. We're a very spiritual company as well. So we do things like visualizations, and we do things like, you know, we do energy work, really just nice feeling stuff. Okay. And the most important step of all is, of course, just take action. Okay, just take action and go for it. So guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. And it's been half an hour. I'm very grateful to welcome you on board. Please do go back to the person that invited you. And I'm going to end this call now. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.